How are we doing, people? 2:30 in the afternoon, 16th of April 2022. Couple of things I'd like to talk about. One is the relentless abuse of our skies. For some reason in this part of the world, it is literally non-stop. I guess it's something to do with high altitude, and also we're in the middle of the countryside, so it's easier for them to get away with it without quite so many eyes on it. Also, I guess it's easier to create clouds up high. It seems that way from what I've observed. And I'd also like to point out that it was still this morning, and yet again we've had an absolute bombardment of planes across the sky, every single one of them spraying. Very obvious long trails today, all turning into this white misty crap that you can see everywhere you look. There's a big party on in town today, some bank holiday festival or something like that, and people are totally oblivious to what's going on above their heads. They don't seem to taste this saltiness in the air, which is permanent pretty much nowadays, and it worries me. I guess it's barium salts. Seems to be the most likely. I did think it was salt water for a while and it was innocuous. However, not so much anymore, looking around at like the rivers that are constantly grey and certain plants that are not responding well to whatever's in the soil. Nettles are a big indicator for me. Discoloration of leaves. God, this is going to be a shit video with shit sound again because the wind's ridiculously strong. But as you can see, they're just constant. It's a non-stop blast of planes across the sky. And all this at a time, with all these flight cancellations, it just doesn't add up. Why are there so many planes in the sky? Like, it's ridiculous. And I know from last summer of watching this, that in the summer it is harder for them to cover the sky. There's no doubt about it. When the sun is higher in the sky and closer to us, it is harder for them to create the cloud cover than it is in the winter. There's no doubt about it. So therefore they need more planes whacking across the sky permanently. I'm also going to show you something, because we're in an area, because we're high up, where there's lots and lots of wind turbines. Now, wind turbines, despite being allegedly clean energy, hello cat, require an awful lot of maintenance, which strangely is done by big companies that I'm sure the same energy providers that provide oil, petrol, whatever, are involved in. In fact, I can almost guarantee it. And I'll just show you how many turbines there are around here. So it's very important for them to create the wind around here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a little one over there. There's that over there. Loads over there. In fact, all round the hills here is wind turbines, as you can see. And we all know that they're owned by the big companies. So it's very important for them to have the wind power. I'm guessing the solar panels are slightly different because they don't require maintenance in the same way. So it's not something they can control in such a manner. So cutting out the sun for them is probably an advantage, I imagine. If you're an energy provider, this is why I say look at the bigger picture and look at, there's 1,000,001 reasons why this shit happens. But yeah, to say it's not going on or to live in denial about it is absolutely bonkers. It just doesn't make sense. And like to say, and I've heard this from various people, to say that we are powerless to do anything about it is absolute gibberish. I myself have various ideas as to ways that we can get the word out to the masses more, with scientific evidence that's absolutely irrefutable. And I think once people realise that, and it is a case of testing soils and air and water and all the rest of it, once they realise what's in their air and their water and their soil, and it's out there for the masses to see in a really clear, concise way, then people might take it a little bit more seriously. And it is urgent that we do this quickly. So I am in the process of speaking to somebody who is keen to help me along with this, and if anyone else wants to offer any sort of input in any other way, I have loads and loads of time and I have all the energy in the world to put into this project, because for me it's the most important thing going on in this world at the moment. Without nature we are screwed, and no matter how disconnected people are from nature, they will soon realise that without nature we're fucked, because without trees you don't have any oxygen. Without honeybees pollinating stuff, you don't have any plants, which means you don't have any food, etc, etc, etc. It goes on and on and on. And obviously there's the water issue. Everyone has the right to have access to clean drinking water that they don't have to pay for. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there. However, look above and you will see that we yet again have today grey coloured clouds when there's no rain forecast, just this grey weird clouds and this strange misty shit everywhere, which doesn't get there by chance. It gets there from these planes, and actually there's not one crossing my path as we speak for the first time today. I'm sure that's just a lull, and I'm sure there'll be one overhead fairly soon. However, at the moment, I cannot actually see one, but it's pretty obvious where they've been. Look, 1, 2, there's plenty of them have been through in the last 10, 15 minutes. So there you go. Some of us are watching all the time, and some of us see it all the time. And I hear people saying, oh, you create your own reality and rah-de-rah-de-rah. And it's like, yes, to a degree. However, the level of madness in this world at the hands of psychopathic people, for want of a better word, is off the charts. And it doesn't really matter whether I look at the sky or not, because I know I've tried this, like, leave it, put it to the back of my mind for a couple of weeks, and it's still going on overhead, regardless of whether I watch it or not. Like, and I think it's very, very important that someone like myself, who can see what's going on and knows a lot about nature, can see the bigger picture. I think it's very, very, very important that people like myself are on this permanently and get the word out and get the word out and get the word out and deal with the flack that comes with it. Obviously, it's a contentious issue because the people who are doing it don't want anyone to know about it for a good reason. Why? Because it's fucking abuse, quite frankly, and it's out of order and nobody's consented to it. And now I can see what's happening in the media. They're trying to normalise it, and they're trying to say, oh, but we need to do it because of this. And it's like, oh. They've been talking about this for years, going, oh, but we need to, let's just talk about it and put it into the media because climate, bullshit. When actually, anyone who's done any research into the topic will know it's been going on at least since the 50s. But I would argue the toss and say it's been going on since the early 20th century. Pretty much as soon as planes were reinvented, it's been going on. And I know I've found research articles where they're talking about this in the 1850s. So it beggars belief to think that it's still being hushed up by governments, and still they're pretending that they know nothing about what's going on. And weather forecasters have no idea what these lines are in the sky. Come on, man. Like, you've got to see through the mainstream media bullshit. It is a pack of lies for very good reason. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Peace and love.